Anita again. Today I'm continue to talk about the universal laws. And today the universal law is the universal law of unconditional love. This is Anita again. Today I'm going to talk about the number 6 universal law. It's the universal law of unconditional love. Here we talk about the unconditional love. It's not a common romantic love we talk about. It's the love of the universe and the source. We also call it God. As the universe has the unconditional love towards all of us, so we should learn to love, to accept ourselves and others unconditionally. We should accept ourselves as who we are. We should accept others as who they are without judgment or expectations. Just like the way the universal love us. It is the total acceptance of ourselves and others without attempting to change ourselves or others. The law of unconditional love. The law of unconditional love teaches us to recognize that ours and everyone else's essence is good, or of the love vibration from the universe, the source, God. We just have to remember often where we all come from and know that unconditional love drives it all. Just like we mentioned in other universal laws, we get from others what we put out into the universe. That being said, the more unconditional love you give to the universe, the more unconditional love you will attract back from it. When you express unconditional love to others more often, you automatically, forget about fear and feel more love and get back more love, from the whole world universe. And practicing unconditional love pays off in doubles, even in 360-fold. We Christian, we talk about 360-fold. So how do we apply the law of unconditional love to our daily life? 3 points. First, we learn to love and honor yourself unconditionally. When we truly love ourselves, we honor ourselves. When we honor ourselves, we honor all individuals. Each of us honored ourselves. When each individual honored themselves, we honor all individuals who exist in this world, this universe, right? There is a universal law says, whatever serves in our highest good is what will eventually serve the highest good of all. So when we truly love ourselves, we are free. We don't need approval, validation, or recognition from others. We attract relationships with people who are loved and honor us. This type of relations fill us with high vibration emotions and the feeling of bliss. We align with the fulfilling life goals that we love because we love ourselves enough to know that we are worth it. It is because of unconditional love and through it that you are receiving exactly whatever you are asking the source, the universe, the God, and the source will give to you. In Matthew chapter 7, verses 7 to 8 says, ask, it shall be given you. Seek, and you will find. Knock, it shall be opened up unto you. As you ask, you do receive unconditionally. So who can give us unconditionally? In the whole world, only the source, the universe. God can do that, right? No one else can give you unconditional. So that being said, with this unconditional love, when we learn to love and honor ourselves, we can see that we are creating new relationships. Like-minded people will appear in your life to to reflect the love and the appreciation you give yourself. To love and accept ourselves as who we are is the first vital step to learn to love and accept others, as well as the other things, events, conditions, and circumstances, that we can encounter every day in any aspect of our life. Second, we accept others with unconditional love and radiate unconditional love to them. When we accept others with unconditional love, we should allow others to have their own opinions, even if they violate ours. Making kindness a higher priority than winning while, interacting with people. While sometimes we have a different opinion with others, it's just how we choose to look at and perceive things individually. Let me put it in this way. It is our individual choices, e.g., how we choose to perceive this situation individually, provides quite different physical outcomes. For example, 2 days ago, several days ago, we suddenly got snow here in GTA, and all the ground became white, covered by snow. Looks like winter is really coming. Say, you and I, who are, headed up and look out the window, both of us saw it's snowing. You look at the snowing, stand up and sit down, stand up, sit down several times, unsettled in your room, cursing, it's so cold, later I have to shave the snow, also worrying, how can I pick up my kids up after school in this miserable weather, because my car was broken several days ago. Sometimes things happen like that, right? That you perceive this snow as being a bad thing and allowing your blood pressure to so high. But I'm chilling, I'm relaxed, I'm enjoying these beautiful snowflakes flying in the sky. That's beautiful. And I'm enjoying this little surprise, the first snow for this winter, as I haven't seen them for more than half a year. And it reminds me that Christmas is coming soon, also the New Year, right? Choose to see it as a good thing, a gift from the great nature, a time of ski season and holiday seasons. See, we are both in the same physical situation. The only difference is that you see it as bad and I see it as good. You perceive it differently than I do, but it's only a perception. Does that make you right and make me wrong? My answer is no. The snowing just is what it is. It's not right, not wrong, good or bad. It's only meaning, what's the meaning you put on it. You give to it individually. I repeat, the snowing just is what it is. It's not right or wrong, good or bad. The only meaning, there is the meaning you give to it. Each of us individually, we can see things differently. I hope you get my point. They are no different if we choose to learn to accept and even love everything just as it is. From the example, after we know, our perception and our own choice play a significant role in things, we can see things differently, because that's what bring us together or push us apart from anything. Events, situations, circumstances, things, people, or whatever we desire, all based on our choice, Our choices create our reality. It's really that simple. It's true. After we see the perception, made up things play a big role in this life, we can love all people with unconditional love. Do our best to treat all people as the perfect creations, the universe creates. Knowing there is a goodness in every person you meet, even if you haven't seen it yet. Because you unconditional love, harmony, right? It's there, it's always there. We just don't perceive it the way it should be perceived. After we understand this, we are moving with the flow of life. When someone gets in your way, you look at it as a potentially pleasant detour rather than a frustrating impediment. You won't be angry or being frustrated. It was a waste of energy to be angry with a man, who behaves badly, just as it is to be angry with a car that won't go. That's Bertrand Russell's words. There is another one. It says, you cannot bat a dog back. You cannot bat a dog back after a dog bats you suddenly on the street, right? Can you bat back? When you're walking on the street and then the dog suddenly rushes to you and then bites you. Can you bat the dog back? We can't, right? Doesn't matter how big you are, you cannot bite back the dog. Unfortunately, we are human beings. We cannot do that. We cannot, right? We cannot do that. So it's very unfair, right? The dog just suddenly bites you. You didn't do anything wrong. So after you learn this, quit to be angry. Just give love instead of angry. After we know this, so angry is no meaning. So why don't us just give other people unconditional love instead of the angry, right? Here, I have a suggestion, that next time when someone frustrates you, you try to identify 3, positive attributes about that person. Think about the good things of that person. And then think of 3 reasons why that person is worthy of love. After you finish this thinking, say this 4 sentences 3 times. You say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, I love you, thank you, from your heart towards that particular person. After doing this, you will feel relieved and also can see the signs of improvement in your relationships. The third, the universal law of unconditional love involved maintaining healthy boundaries. When working with unconditional love, it doesn't mean that you must accept or even like everyone's behavior, right? Sometimes some people do behave badly. You may dislike someone, but you still love them as human beings. Just like, that we can still continue to love our children, even sometimes they upset us. The breaking rules, which we set for them, for their own good, but we can still love them, right? So in that way, we can still continue to love all of God's children. Even sometimes they have some misguided, transgressions. We recognize that everyone is born worthy of love.